Peter Obi, Wike changes dynamics as zoning hacks tension in PDP. Hello, my wonderful people. Peter Obi and Wike are working as one entity. Wike believe in the candidacy of Peter Obi, a man who has served Anambra State, and why he served with integrity and honor. He left office honorably. He left money, unlike the president now that is borrowing money. Peter Obi left money. He worked for money. He left money, in the state treasury. Unlike his own, the person he left the money for, when that person was to leave office, that person left debt for the person that took over. It's the governor that revealed and said, oh, they left debt for me, a lot of debt, for the states, over 400 billion. Why Peter will be left over 75 billion in the state treasury? I mean, how do you begin to quantify that? Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Peter Obi, Wike changes dynamics as zoning had tension in the PDP, with attention focused on possible frictions coming out from today's National Convention of the All Progressive Congress, expectations that the People Democratic Party PDP will reap for the possible crisis where at the weekend being planned down. The People Democratic Party, according to Party Insider, was also faced with its own internal discourse centered around zoning of the presidency, with the party increasingly being polarized between those in support of zoning and those pushing for the presidential ticket to be thrown open. Last Monday, Atiku's camp was gathering, deploying its operatives led by the former influential but popular South-South senator to mobilize support for Atiku at the South-South retreat of the PDP that took place in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. The modus operandi of Atiku supporters at the summit, it was gathered that the narrative was that Atiku is the only one who can win the presidency for PDP. Winnability should be projected above all other consideration, Atiku's supporters has said. However, crises have been flung at Atiku's campaign for not being considerate, citing the former vice presidential past post on zoning and open attack. Citing the former vice presidential past post on zone and open attack on President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan for taking the turn of the North in 2011. However, the move of the national leadership of the People Democratic Party to resolve the battle over zoning turned into an academic exercise earlier this week when Atiku made his formal declaration for presidency on Wednesday. The declaration, according to PDP insiders, has made the work of zoning committee a difficult one. While party stakeholders initially believed that the decision to zone the office of national chairman to North means that the presidential ticket will come to the South, that impression has been largely eroded from the activities of the campaign and mainly northern presidential aspirants. Besides Atiku, former Senate President Bukola Saraki, Governor Waziri Tabuwa Sokoto, Governor Balam Bauchi, who are also lobbying for the same ticket. However, Mr. Peter Obi and sources disclose as active consultation with Governor Wike may change the dynamics of PDP. Peter Obi was gathered to have wide consultations among leaders, and Wike is working with him, believe in Peter Obi, and is in favor of Peter Obi winning the presidential ticket for the People Democratic Party. So there you have it. Peter Obi has the support of Newsom Wike. Newsom Wike, is a very strong voice fellow who believe that, that things should be done decently and in order. He will not stomach it. He will not pretend that it's another thing. He will say it as it is. That's Wike for you. You may not like him, but he will let you know. He will tell you that this is it, That's Peter Obi. That's Wike for you. And Wike believe very strongly that Peter Obi is the man to take, PDP to the next level. Following from his antecedent, how he led Anambra State, for Peter Obi, this man is somewhat, that should be given the opportunity, encouraged to do more and to, and to contest for the position. So Peter Obi is working seriously at it. He's working and is making real consultations with Wike, as well as much as Wike is also making consultations with other personalities as well, to see to it that at the end of the day, they make hay while the sun shine, and they do the right thing. They do right by the people. PDP have had their own convention, and APC having their convention today, is coming out in, and there's a lot of tension in that regards, because, this party is one party that is so disorganized. You can see the problem, the internal crisis, and all that have been going on. Yes, true, they've been able to have the convention, which is ongoing now, but we keep you up to speed as more comes out in that light. Wike, is strongly of the opinion that Peter Obi from the southeast should get the presidential ticket, as this will solve a lot of problem, for the people, for PDP going forward. But some other people, see and think otherwise. They don't see things in the same way. They prefer some other, options, opinion, and this is why everybody is calling out and is saying, what do we do? We need a change. We need to bring something fresh to the table that could potentially, save us all the stress that we're currently going through. Peter Obi is, from what he has done, you can say is a man that could potentially change the political terrain and atmosphere of Nigeria. But will he be availed that opportunity? Because we know the right thing to do. We know who could potentially help us solve the situation. But are we harnessing it? Are we taking opportunity to ensure that such a person gets the position? Okay, there are lots of Peter Obis out there. Peter Obi is one person we know. Are we supporting him enough, or are we going for money? Or are we going for this person, that person, without us being honest about who could potentially change the course of what is going on in Nigeria? Are we just playing tricks on our own very self? So these are questions we need to ask. And if we can find answer to it, then we are on the right track. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Don't forget to please like us, share, subscribe. Bye for now.